Hello once again, everybody. This is Virtual Farmer Ken Bob. Welcome back to the Clarke Farms. Today, our primary objective is to get the grass filled over at our steer farm. We're going to try to get it mowed up and get it ready to make hay. We are running really low on hay, so that's got to be our focus right now. So let me get the truck out of here. I did find this mod. It's a little closer to the Clarke Farms actual truck. I think it's a 2500. And this is a 2500, but it's a Silverado. So it's not exactly the same. But from the front, I mean, the biggest thing is the hood. But other than that, whoa, what's out here? It does look the same from the side. And of course the toolbox. I wish the toolbox was a little bit bigger than what it is. The one on here doesn't go up over the rail, but it's fast. It goes 139 plus miles an hour, and it does not like to stop. So you got to be a little bit early on the brakes. But it's all good. I'm not sure how exactly things are going to play out. I do have FS19 on order. I know I'm not going to get an early copy, so that's not even the question. I'm not I'm not important enough. Whoa. I don't quite have those privileges yet. So anyhow, but once I do get my copy of Farming Simulator 22, I'm not sure if I'll start putting videos out. I mean, I might try to put a couple out at a time, but I'm already kind of struggling as it is to get videos done on even Farming Simulator 19, so let alone adding in Farming Simulator 22 on top of that. Oh, I just shut it off. I gotta get through all these cows now. My guess is there will be no update to this map. My understanding was a long time ago that they were going to try to update this map to get the cows out of the middle of the driveway. But seeing as Farming Simulator 22 is coming out in about 2 weeks, my guess is they're not going to bother. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll try not to get so close to the fence this time. I usually do, and then I pay for it by missing quite a bit of the grass because it's just too far over there to get it with the rake. But excuse me, corners is the worst. Are the worst. Corners is however you say it. Corners are the worst. Now I do use a wheel rake on this. I don't use one of those V rakes. Anytime I have a field where I have to work around a fence and a bunch of fence posts, I typically don't care for using the V rake. I'd rather have one of the wheeled rakes because they'll just bounce off the fence unless you get in too close, and then nothing will avoid a fence post. We're getting some really good yields out of this grass according to my little monitor down there on the bottom. That's pretty impressive, I have to say. I don't think I've ever seen completely green on anything I've ever done. And I really don't know that I did anything special to this field other than I do believe I made sure to add a manure over a course of time. May not have been something I did while on camera, but I did it. So it was pretty well fertilized. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do believe I did it on camera because I was over there loading it and all that. I remember doing that now. So probably been forever and a year ago, about 3 episodes ago or so, but almost seems to have been a year or so ago in real life because of the rate that I put videos out. It seems like it's forever between each video. To be quite simply honest, I love playing the game. I love recording the videos, but I just don't do much with editing. I don't like how they turn out whenever I touch them. And I'm kind of concerned that that's part of the reason why I don't have more people watching me. It's because they don't like it either. We do have a hay vine back at the main home farm, but to get this done and over with, I use this, and I can't even think of what it's called now. Brush hog, I think, is what it would be called. But I typically use this particular mower since it is classified as a mower. I just use this because it takes a wider swath. Well, it doesn't even make a swath, but it takes a wider whack at the grass. And given the time constraints and trying to keep it from being too boring, I just go ahead and use this wider rake or mower whenever I'm making a video. At the home farm, of course, I use the disc vine. I think I called it a hay vine, but in reality, it might be a disc vine. I'm not typically one to say this, but kind of wanting to put it out there that if you like the videos that I put out, please give me a subscription. You know, if you would, please subscribe. I really could use some subscribers right now. Kind of get them and then lose them, and then get them and then lose them. I realize that probably has a lot to do with the fact that I don't put out consistently. I put videos out consistently, and I'm really wanting to try to change that. I've even been doing some stuff with messing around with just doing videos that don't include me talking, like the sounds of farm sim and different things like that. But I'm trying to find my niche. I'd like to do something, you know. I've been trying to do some time-lapse videos, kind of like in a stand-to-man fashion, because that guy has a lot of videos that he puts out, and they're all about half an hour long. I'm kind of surprised. Typically, whenever you see a time-lapse video, it's maybe 15-20 minutes, but he pulls out full videos, full half-hour videos, I mean, and that's quite impressive. That's a lot of playing time to get a half-hour video, but he don't look like he edits them much. Most of his look pretty original. I mean, you know, there may be some editing done, but for the most part, if he flips a tractor over, you see it. If he drives up over a car, you'll see it. I'm pretty impressed with it, that's for sure. I love his video style. And I do believe he uses the NCS or something, no copyright sounds, I believe it is, which I've got access to that. I'm part of that little membership. Matter of fact, I think his videos is what got me started with no copyright sounds. Because I happened to notice, see, I think he was playing the Erlengratt map, and he had a no requittering or no requetting. I don't remember what. Oops, I think I missed that little spot. I thought I lowered. I did. I guess it's just a high spot right there. But anyhow, the video that he was doing was on Erlengratt, whenever Erlengratt first came out. And of course, I've already been watching Frithgar play it, so I thought, well, I'd like to see what Stan the Man does with it. And it did not disappoint, just as I figured. But there was one song that he played, and I just cannot remember what it was. I mean, I could tell you what it is if I saw the name. Alright, we'll turn this off long enough to run over to the next field. I usually try to kind of go up here and start about where this tree is. Get across that little lake. Stream, I guess it would be. See, this is another reason why I got stopped on that one. I'm gonna say this is another reason why I run the oh, there we go. This particular mower. See, I could cut right here easily, but how would I collect it? So that's why I just try to go ahead and get up here and try to get a start about where the line is, where the field line is. Looks like I kind of missed it a little bit. Oh, what's going on? This thing's not yielding so good. I kept them both spread the same way, so I don't know. Unless this is just worse field or soil, I mean. But I think this is my bigger field. This would be the one that if we could have it all green, that would be awesome. Something else that kind of a little bit of a drawback for me with making videos is my microphone is not consistent. I mean, it's a gaming mic. I don't have one of the expensive ones. I can't afford that right now. So it's kind of been really difficult at times to get it set in just right to where it sounds good and mixes well with the recording. I use OBS to record my videos, but I do not record the sound on it. I record the sound through the Voicemeeter Banana. And I make a different audio file so that I can edit my blunders without affecting the video. Because trust me, I make a lot of blunders when I'm talking. It's one of the reasons why I've been kind of playing around with trying to record just videos without my voice. That and the fact that I've got a household full of little mouths that make it difficult at times. Oh, look at that. Now we got some good yields going on. It must be the soil. Must be the soil. We'll have to look at that. Get up here and make our little turn, and once we get on a straightaway, I can kind of flip it over and check it. Alright, let's not go under that tree. Let's just go beside it here. That'll work. Alright. Don't have GPS set up, so I don't want to put it on a straightaway with it not locked in. Alright, so according to this, oh yeah, they're not too terribly bad, so I don't know. Maybe I missed the lime or missed something on it. I don't know if lime affects grass yields or not. I didn't think it did, but it could. Or I could have just not gotten as much manure spread as I thought I did. Spreaded. Alright, I'm going to try to change the course of this little spot right here because I don't like how it goes so sharp. A sharp turn like that. I mean, by sharp turn, I mean how it turns around on me. Oh, stop. I'm trying to get it stopped and didn't get it. I don't know if this is really doing what I was wanting to do, but that's okay. Just basically trying to take off this reverse back loop that it's got. Just go all the way down here, and I think I'll go ahead, even though there's not a whole lot left here, get us a GPS track set. And kind of run down this field right, or not this field, but this part of the field right here. See if we can't put a little bit more of a straighten it out just a little bit. You do not want to see my yard after I mow. Whenever I actually mow in real life, I usually start off doing the outside edge, and then by the time I'm done, I've mowed this way and that way and this way and that way. Oh, little teardrop. But yeah, the way I play the game is pretty much the way I do it in real life too, so I'm a little bit of a traveler. Okay, so now we got that. Get us a little bit of a... It's going to be a little bit off, but I'm okay with that. I hope you're okay with that. Speed the mower up just a little bit now that we're running GPS. I just hope we have enough room up here to turn around in the headland. Wow, that's really bad yield, man. I probably didn't look at that yield or soil map all that great. Probably missed some important information. Well, here we can look at it now. See where we are. We're in the. That should. I thought the Lumi sand was the better stuff, and it got worse as it got down here. So I don't understand why it is through the yellow. It's that bad. We must not have done enough manure spreading. I mean, we got a lot of good yield over here. I mean, fairly decent. It's not the best. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. How come I say that so much? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the yield map shows. See, that one's all green over there. This is just, I mean, it's consistent with what's yielding around all the other farm or fields. I don't know. Maybe I put too much manure on, because I think that's a thing. If you over fertilize, it's also just as bad. So I could have over fertilized. Make a couple passes here to try to give myself a little more room to turn around up here. And by the time we get set and run GPS good and hard, it's going to be almost done. Wonder where it's going to take off on. Oh, hey, all right. That'll work. But I don't want to get on this edge here. We'll never be able to collect it all. Because we are getting low on hay, so I need to come along and ted all this. But I will spare that. You know, I'm not going to do that on camera. My main thing is just cutting the grass today. I wonder if it'll turn. Oh, yeah, but it's cutting off the corner. Oh, well. Probably because I got the speed set to 10 instead of 8, so I'm not moving my fingers fast enough to... That bothers me. That little bitty spot right there just bothers me. The faster the tractor goes, the less time I feel like I have to respond, so... See, that's just way too close. Wow, we actually made that. I can't believe that. I think I'll turn around here and go up the other way. I usually try to work my way in towards wherever I'm heading next. But I guess at this point, it's probably best to start on the short side and work my way up since the angle is so crazy. And I did set my GPS course down here, so I don't know if anybody noticed it or not, but on that last pass I came down where I was coming up this side. Well, I thought I did. I must have not been far enough in. Oh well. We can always come back and get the little section right there. Whoops, what did I reverse it for? Yeah, see, that's what it is. This is leaving a nice little lush carpet of green. I love the way this grass looks when it's mowed. Yeah, I raised it a little too early, it looks like. That's okay, we'll grab that little piece. If I'm looking at it correctly, it looks like we got one more pass down the other way and then one pass back up. And that should be it for it. I just hope I'm looking at it right. Nope, I didn't. Looks like we got two more passes after this one. Even as wide as this mower is, it's still not quite as wide as I was seeing it whenever we were going the other way earlier. Oh, why did it miss that? I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and catch all that up here so that when we get back down to the other side, we don't have to drive back up here to get it. I just hope we get a good amount of bales out of this because I think I'm down to, I got 4 bales of hay over here and I think 5 bales back at the main farm and 40 total cows to feed. So we really need to probably be getting plenty of hay in here. Oh man, I'm gonna miss that. Can't do that. Can't do that. All right, there's that field. Both of these fields, I mean. Let me go back up here because I want to come up the other side of that building and go by the pressure washer. This grass here, I think we don't have that much grass in that barn, right? Not barn, but that storage building back there. But at the main farm, we got 100 and something thousand liters. Plus, grass doesn't go into TMR. And that's what we're needing right now is to be able to keep our TMR mixer going. I usually like to focus on a tire because that seems to be where you can tell the biggest difference whenever the spray washer starts cleaning. Because the rest of the tractor, sometimes I can't see how bad it is. Like on this right here, there's a little bit of change. But between the steam and the visual of the water, I can't really see if I'm making a difference or not. That's why I like the tires, because you notice there's not hardly any steam on them whenever you're cleaning on them. Okay, we'll call that good. But see, yeah, we're down on silage bales in here, but we've got massive piles of silage bales back at the main farm. Speaking of which, whenever I get off of here, I might go ahead and, while I'm kind of letting that hay or grass dry into hay, I might go ahead and go up and get me some of those silage bales and move them down here to this shed. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get the windrower hooked up here. But excuse me, cows. Sorry, I don't mean to drive over you. Excuse me. You're tough. You guys are farm sim cows. You'll live until you die. But anyhow, all right. Well, that's that. I will go ahead and got everything hooked up here, and now it's just a matter of waiting. And of course, we have our straw bales, our soybean straw that we use over here. And I think I've got soybean straw or corn straw. I'm not sure, but at any rate, that's going to be it for the day. I appreciate you staying with me and joining me to come and cut this grass. But, what's that cow? Until we meet again, you all have a great day and y'all stay safe out there.